You like it? Got it. Oh, we got a lot more on here tonight. 90 subscribers.
Man, ain't nobody gonna be watching.
Tomorrow we'll have 100.
A bunch of kids. I'm gonna block all of them from their comments. They be like, "Oh, what's the deal?" I'm like, blocked.
Tomorrow.
Yo, what's up? What's 100. Up? 90 subscribers.
That's right.
Let's go. 90 people.
Plus,
we did that 90 times 100,000.
Plus millions.
Millions. What's up? CJ Squared, episode 32. Man, who's number 32? Who's your favorite number 32 all time, Joey? Quick.
Magic.
You'll need to know.
Magic,
okay. Yeah, that's a good one. What about you, Chris?
What about Shaq? Shaq was 32, right?
I think
Shaq was 32 and Orlando.
Yeah, I'll take Shaq. Orlando Shaq.
Okay.
Orlando Shaq was a lot of fun.
Yeah, so was Orlando Dwight Howard, right? Kind of fun too, man. Putting up big numbers. So what's up? You know what? Hey, CJ Squared, we're here, and we are going to be talking about, of course, college football. Talking about
love it.
Oh, baby, basketball just started. I got to get this CJ Squared crew here. We got to talk about some rankings or something here soon about college basketball. We can't act like it's not happening. I placed a bet other night, Chris. Took a bet, Buffalo Bulls plus 12.5 versus Michigan. I barely won, but I did.
Oh man, not getting.
And last second free throws put me over the top. Anyway, so yeah. Picks from last week. I know you want to know what happened. Once again, your boy JB jumped back up there, put up 8 dubs. Me and C Double put up 8 dubs last week. Me and C Double. This is crazy. These college picks. My man Joey, still right there. He got 6 right. Buns got 6 right. My man Chris, he gets the sugar that award. He went from 9 to 5, like he working all day. 9 to 5.
SDS.
He went from 9 to 5. But you know what I'm saying?
Dolly Parton.
Hey,
that's right.
It is what it is. It's college picks, man. We all doing a pretty good job. I know everybody in the crew is above 45%. Joey still rocking that 50%, putting in work. We still got a couple of weeks left. We still got the bowl season, and we go. We're gonna see what the final number is at the end. Man, some of these because my man Joey has one of Joey's hot takes. If you ain't heard a hot take in a while, but I tell you what, Joey had so many hot takes that right now are cold as ice. We still got time though. He still has time. He still got time. But anyway, so our college picks, of course. My bonus pick last year, I got to mention it because my ODU Monarchs went down there to Florida and put in that work. Let's go, Monarchs. I told you when I brought the jersey out and I put on the hat, we was ready to go. All right. But let's talk about our picks versus the spread, our biggest sleeper and straight up upset. We didn't do too good last week. My man Chris went 2 out of 3. He got Wyoming right. He got Troy right. Me, only got Baltimore right. Carolina got beat down. Oregon State got they back broke. Joey, Maryland, wrong. Cincinnati, wrong. But he was right about those Badgers, man. Those Badgers are on a roll. They are steamrolling people. They beat their team 52-3.
But be careful with those Badgers.
Didn't they lose? They lost. Did they lose one of their running backs? I think I saw.
Man, it doesn't matter. That's Wisconsin, man. That's running back you. they just spit out.
Man up.
They just spit out running backs.
Go to the
I don't know where they
another one.
I don't know where they get these guys from. My man Jonathan Taylor, I think his only offers were like the Ivy League schools. How did that happen?
Mm-hmm. That's weird.
Yeah. Well, say it again. That's weird. Hey, but we got our college picks this week. Started, like I said, started the NCAA season. Some of y'all probably seen Gonzaga, probably seen Duke, probably seen Kansas. Like, why do they have Michigan State play in that opening games at Madison Square Garden? They weren't even ranked. That's kind of weird too, right? Everybody else is ranked, said Michigan State, but you want to play them. I know they're not blue blood, but are they really? You need to go ahead and start. Go ahead and throw in Gonzaga and let them play there.
You gotta have
change. Right? Get Gonzaga in there for that game, open the season up. Get that. We want to see Chet. We want to see Timmy. I want to see Timmy. Show me Timmy. I want to see Timmy. Right? Show me those guys, right? Joey, real quick. Put you on the spot real quick before we move on to this next thing. Who do you have? Who is your early season favorite? Top of your head for the national championship. Who is going to win it?
Are we speaking of men or are we speaking of women?
We'll get the women yet because I ain't really looked at it. But women, I'm going with Dawn Staley. Let's say that. I'm going with South Carolina.
I'm going with Dawn Staley as well.
All right. But for men, who you got? You going Gonzaga again?
I think I am at this direct moment right now, yes. At this moment. Yes, I am.
Okay, what about you, Chris? Who you got? Who you thinking? Gonzaga?
No, I mean, I would probably be going a little bit different. I'll go Kansas.
Okay, Kansas. All right.
They're still Kansas.
I'm gonna go way out and say Syracuse. Yes, sir. The Orange will Boeheim squared. Woo, look at that. They got 3 Boeheims in Syracuse right now.
Oh boy.
I know they're not winning. It's just wishful thinking on my part, but let's go. Right.
Real talk. 50-1.
Yeah.
Syracuse is 50 to 1 odds. Gonzaga is 4-1. So
hey,
you better jump on that now.
I would say they got shooters everywhere like the Hawks, but the Hawks are playing like
that's right.
They play like doo-doo. But here's my Christmas Day prediction. Even if the Hawks are playing like doo-doo, they will go into Madison Square Garden and get a dub on Christmas Day.
They better get their acts together before Christmas. They better.
Funny story. Trae Young said his team is getting bored of the regular season. It's bored? You ain't there yet, bro. You ain't there yet.
Yeah, he's not on that level yet.
You're not there yet, man.
He must have said that the night before Steph dropped 51.
We did. Yeah, Steph.
He must have said that before that. Steph was like, "Oh, really? Oh,
let me give you this." We're gonna show you what's up. Yeah. Right. All right. Good.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. They're not on that level yet to be bored with the regular season. What are you, the 72 Bulls or 72?
Oh no, man.
Come on,
man. I mean, look, I tell you what though, my pick, honestly, I think I like Gonzaga to break through this year. I mean, they've been there. They have been there. So they're so close, and now they bring in they're probably maybe their top pick in the draft. And they got Timmy. They got 3 guys. Gonzaga has 3 guys on their team who are on the wooden watch list for the Player of the Year in college basketball. That's pretty impressive. So
yes, it is.
Memphis is my sleeper pick. They got them young boys too. They got Imani Bates.
And they're gonna roll. They're gonna roll through. They'll probably go close to undefeated again because they don't really play.
Yep.
So
yeah, they'll probably play some good mid majors, but probably won't play no big league, no big time teams for a while. But yeah, we gonna see. So talking about some NBA. We got our fantasy basketball league going on. I started off kind of slow, but I did put my foot in some people on this screen, so now I'm back. I'm back. I'm back in contention because at first it was looking kind of bad, but Chris got all these injuries, and Joey, I don't know what happened to him when I played him, but
I got injuries and COVID. It's
COVID,
a marathon, JB.
COVID.
It's a marathon.
COVID causing some issues.
It's a marathon, right?
I've already got Paladin. Paladin is already freaking out. I'm like, Paladin, calm down. You
Man,
don't win your title.
Who was his team? Who was his team?
Paladin is, let me see.
What is his name?
Paladin is Maloney Sandwich.
Maloney Sandwich? Oh.
Is so worried about minutes. I like, Paladin, look, you don't win titles in November. Calm down. I have to talk him off of the ledge.
Well, sometimes, sometimes that happens, man. You get nervous. I mean, I was nervous week 1 after I lost to Brian. I was like, what? I lost to Brian? But then I saw you coming next. Oh, okay. Let's get back to normality. And then I said, well, I do owe Chris an ass whooping. So it was revenge. It was revenge week for that one. But that's just beginning of the season. At least my man Playoff P is playing like Playoff P right now. He's putting in work.
Yes, he is.
And then you got to, work the waiver wire. You get a surprise. Biggest surprise right now, Cole Anthony.
Oh my gosh, yeah, he is ridiculous.
He gave a great interview the other night too.
Was it great? That was crazy. Like facts.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
You did? I enjoyed it. Like, this dude is crazy, man.
Yeah.
Mo Bamba. Shout out to Mo Bamba. Shout out to AJ. It's like, dude, this is a after the game interview, not a freaking concert. But anyway, not a rap song. But hey, them young guys, though, you got to put up with the inconsistency. So we're talking about the NBA, talking about young guys, talking about consistency. Let's talk about those Golden State Warriors. Chris, wait, what's the question you're going to ask us, Chris?
Yeah, so they're 10-1 right now. Joey, are you buying into the Warriors being a championship contender, being 10-1, hot start?
Do I need to mute you? Are you hating already?
This is a weird place for Golden State right now.
What it is?
This is weird.
Why?
It's weird because the way that they are structured currently, there is no Clay going on right now.
Yeah.
They are not getting any. They're not getting any contributions currently from any of their 3 first-round picks in the last from this year and last year.
Not true. Jordan Poole was put in work. His first-round pick.
Well,
I'm talking about Moody, Kuminga, and the big boy.
Wiseman.
This year, are you talking about? Yeah, okay.
Those 3 have not.
Those other two guys probably playing in G League.
They have not contributed. I was on this thing. Okay, well, they've got pieces. Bradley Beal is right there. Dame is right there. I think that they have pieces to bring in a vet who has been in those moments, who is going to take pressure off of Steph, take pressure off.
Answer the question.
Take pressure off of Clay when he gets back.
Answer the question.
So I would say, based off of they're having a great start. Steph is one of the top 12 players ever, possibly.
The chef.
But I don't think this is the team, the way that they're constructed right now, that is going to make a major push to win an NBA championship.
So you're saying that they are not a contender?
Joey's calling counterfeit.
They're not going to go to the NBA Finals.
That's not the question. The question: are they a contender? Yes or no?
Counterfeit.
Okay, so I'm going to step in right here and say, not so fast, my friend. They are currently constructed the way they were when they won their first titles. They are stacked with veterans, stacked with young talent. The only difference is now the veterans are the superstars and not vice versa. So, and then when you bring in Wiseman and then you bring in Klay Thompson, probably one of the greatest shooters of all time, with Steph, with Iggy, with Draymond, with Jordan Poole playing the way he was, and then you bring in the other guys, they are a contender. Right now, they are They're number one in offensive. They are either number one in offensive efficiency and number one in defensive efficiency too. Guess what? Those were the same stats they had when they made their championship pushes.
It's true.
And they got stoppers. They got Gary Payton Jr. out there putting in work, giving highlight dunks.
He is a mitten. He is not a glove.
But the excitement, just the excitement they have, and we didn't even mention the former number one pick, Andrew Wiggins, who's probably playing his best basketball ever.
Right now.
He got that vaccine, and now he's like, okay, I can play.
We better check.
Yes.
What was in the hit?
They are a championship contender. Will they win the championship? I don't know. But the one thing they got that some other people in the West don't got is shooters everywhere. They the Hawks of the West. Oh Lord. So yes, they are contenders.
So looking up, I would have said just based off of eye test, I would have wanted to say no, there's no way. Just because you just look at that roster and it just doesn't jump out at you other than Curry, obviously. But then when you break down the numbers, you think about last year, how hot they were at the end of the season. They were awful at the beginning of last year. And Kerr did something there at the end of the year where they almost made they made the playoffs, right? And
yeah, they made the play-in. They lost both games.
So
they lost to the Lakers, and they lost to the Lakers on LeBron's last second shot. And
yeah,
then
so
Memphis beat them.
Someone said they were like 20-6 in their last 26 games or something crazy. So they've been playing better, much better. And so basically you have the same team, except you've actually added a pretty good bench now. Porter, Belizia, Gary Payton II is coming out of nowhere to ball. Like you said, Wiggins is balling. JB had mentioned that about their efficiency on both ends. And I think that's going to fall off because right now they're playing head and shoulders above even everyone in the league. But right now they've got the league's best defensive rating, and their third in rebound rate without Wiseman. Last year they were 22nd in the league in rebounding rate. This year they're fifth in offensive rating. Last year they were 20th. So you look at already compared, and then you bring off Wiseman and Clay at some point. So to me, that's, they have a shot, and if they have some,
it's about contention. It's not about guaranteeing they'll win the chip.
Yeah, so they have a shot to be able to contend to me, and they have mid-level money, right? So if say middle of the year, if they're still in it and at this level, they could trade Kuminga or even Wiseman if they don't seem that they need him. So to me, I think that because of the way that their bench is set up, and the fact is Curry looks like he's playing at his all-time best right now. I don't know how long he's going to be able to do that, but if you always have almost the best player on the court, then you got yourself a shot every time. We see he can put up what 40, 50 a night if need be, and
any time.
Exactly.
And then you got Wiggins. Wiggins can do the same damn thing. Wiggins, he put up 35 last night.
Wiggins has the ability to
twice, nasty dunks.
Also, another stat I saw, which is good for playoff basketball because the thing is we've seen teams like Houston who can only win by shooting the three. That doesn't necessarily always work if your shots are not falling. Last year they were 22nd in shots within 5 feet of the basket. This year, as far as most shots, they're second in the league as far as shots near the basket. That's
you know why? You know why? It's the fear of the three. People are trying to run them off the three. These guys are getting to the rack.
Exactly. So if you can show that you can get to the rack, like you said, and win in multiple ways, that's the recipe for at least being able to contend.
And
so
remember, they're doing this without Clay.
They are.
They're doing this without Wiseman, the second pick of the draft. Yeah. They're doing it without their first round picks this year. And I mean, they're using the same formula they used in the past to make those teams they had in the past. If you go look at those teams in the past, they don't look any different. They don't look any different.
Yeah.
They had a bummy ass center.
That's right.
And they had Draymond, they had the wing players, and they had a bunch of guys off the bench who could play a little bit too. I mean, just imagine when Clay comes back, and then your bench just gets deeper. Now you got Jordan Poole coming off the bench.
Correct.
You got Gary Payton coming off the bench.
Damian Lee.
You got Damian Lee coming off the bench. You still got that guy, was it Balenci? What's his name? He's a good player. He's a decent player.
Yes,
he's not a bum.
No, he's not.
The fact is that they'll be able to bring Clay along slower which is good for him because he can work out, he can shake the rust off and not have to be a guy that needs to come out and be old Clay right away.
He's looking good too. So man, I think they got a chance. You know,
they're second in the league. They are second in the league in rebounding without Wiseman, and Wiseman definitely seems to be the type of player that's just going to be a center whose job is to just set picks, rebound, and
I don't even know how they're that high on defense or in rebounds. Right. That's crazy.
Because rebounding is about heart. Right. Rebounding is about everybody getting in there and doing their part. So because the other teams the one advantage that other teams have against Golden State when they come in the gym, they're bigger.
That's right.
They're playing every night. They're playing somebody bigger than them most nights.
Correct.
But guess what? In NBA, when you spread out and it don't mean crap because you bigger than me and I got you all over the place, then I can attack the rim, rebound, and everything. So it's all about them putting in work and hustling. And got a good coach, you got good players, you got one of the all-time greats. You got one of the all-time great competitors in Draymond. I mean, even though he can't make a shot, but you know, that dude's a winner, man. So
please let's revisit this when Wiseman comes back.
We're gonna revisit it. And
Clay. We need to revisit this.
I guess around Christmas time. All right. So we're getting to the next question. Chris, go ahead. What is it? Is it about your boy Joey?
Yeah. So who wants to take? I'll throw. Who wants this one first? Should Nikola Jokic
take it first
have been suspended, and what should they have done with Markieff Morris? JB, you want to go first?
Oh my goodness, man! I got like a whole house full of freaking spiders, man.
Excuse me.
It's part of our fans, JB.
That's
part of the fans. They just want to hear this knowledge.
I guess so, man. I'm seeing so many. They say about spiders, when you kill one, you make the rest of the spiders in your house smarter. Right?
Oh, that's really good.
If all the spiders work together, they could take over the planet. Spiders eat, spiders, man. They are vicious. But anyway,
insurrection.
Listen, let me tell you something. Should Joker have been suspended? Of course. I mean, it's always the case. Even in the NFL, any sport, the retaliation is what the refs always see. But this one was like on right in mid-court where the whole world could see it. And we saw what Morris did to him. That was the cheapest of cheap shots, right? I mean, in the NBA, if you do that, for the most part, the dude you do it to is gonna get up and attack you. I think Morris should have been suspended too, but he only got fined. But I think he should have been suspended. The Joker, man, that was crazy, right? I mean, he could have got up and just like pushed him. The dude got up and submarine launched his whole body into him. So
yeah, I mean, part of it is you wonder if he got what was coming to him with all those dirty plays that Morris brothers do. But Joey, what do you think?
I completely agree with the suspension of Joker. I think Markieff should have been suspended as well. But I also think that Markieff's was dirtier than Jokic. I absolutely do. Jokic was just doing and I do not think. Look, Markieff hit him and turned around. Okay, if he was still looking at him. Jokic would have come right at him, even if he was.
But you don't hit nobody like that and turn around.
Why not?
I'm saying you don't hit nobody like that and turn your back and expect because your back turned, you ain't getting hit.
Correct.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think Jokic was dirty at all. He was just, look, he is the reigning MVP. You don't do that to the most valuable player.
To nobody. Okay, I'm sorry.
True. You don't do it to anybody.
You don't do that to nobody. You do that crap. You do that crap on a court and a playground.
Oh, it's on.
You fighting. It's good. You just don't. You can't turn your back because if you turn your back, you hit the back of your head. You get hit the back of your head.
And of course, the Morris twins. They are the tough guys of the NBA. So is Jimmy Butler, and I've seen the images of them waiting in the locker room like a fight is going to really happen. Like
they're going to happen. It's just for show.
Nothing's
just
happening.
for show.
I think
send out the brothers.
Say it again.
Send out the Jokic brothers.
Hey, and that's what the Morris twins and Jimmy Butler don't understand. Jokic has older brothers who survived a civil war. They survived an ethnic cleansing. They saw all of that. They saw what Slobodan Milosevic did to their country. Do they really think that the Jokic brothers have any fear of them at all?
No, I don't think that's a guy. Those guys you want to go.
It would not
be
close the Morris twins versus the Jokic twins.
This whole situation shouldn't even go to that level. It's a dirty NBA play, and they play.
I do like it.
The Joker he's going to see the brother who played for the Clippers a couple times, and he'll see the other brother in January again. So
November 29th, the rematch. Monday, November 29th.
That soon? Okay.
Yes, it is.
So let me ask you guys, if you're Jokic, then you're doing the same thing. You don't necessarily have a problem at all.
Oh, no. I'm not gonna honestly, if it was playground, I'm probably swinging at his head with my fist. Right? If it's like basketball where I can lose some games, then I ain't lowering my shoulder into him, but I'm pushing him and he's gonna hit the ground.
Yeah.
I'm gonna push the heck out of him. Absolutely. I'm not gonna do an open hand because that's like 5 games.
Well, the thing is that you saw Morris pulled a soccer player on that thing and sold the heck out of that thing. He was looking up and it was like he was making sure.
I'll listen to some guys. What's the guy's name? I was listening to Brian Scalabrine. He had a show on Sirius. Brian Scalabrine and the other guy's name ends with an M. Marcella. Forgot the guy's name. They have a show and they were talking about it. It was with LeBron. LeBron would just lay on the ground. If LeBron got hit like that, he would have laid out on the ground and got an Oscar for it.
He definitely would have.
But yeah, man, that was. I mean,
well,
that shouldn't happen in sports. Period.
Spoelstra said he was trying to just foul him. That is, you do not do that.
Oh crap! I'm trying to take a foul. He took a foul by smacking his arms.
Yeah.
You ain't had to shoulder check the man under his ribs. You had to do that.
And I think
that was uncalled for.
I think that
was uncalled for.
I think Jokic probably hit him, and he even said he probably hit him harder than he probably was meaning to, but in the heat of it happening. Yeah. So I think that both of them, I think you find Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, he got fined.
But I think that you got to suspend Morris because this sets a precedent of, it's not like a play like as a referee, Joey, where retaliation, you don't see the first guy do it.
Correct.
You
can go
back. You saw all of it.
And they've been doing that. Remember which one of them was killing Doncic last? It was 2 years ago. One of the other.
That was Marcus.
Marcus.
He was trying to get under his skin doing that junk.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, I mean that's what I mean. But those kind of guys not in the NBA that much anymore. But they're there. I mean, back in the day, that was Joey Boy. The Knicks, the whole team, the Knicks and the Pistons, the whole squad was like that, pretty much.
Absolutely.
A bunch of goons.
Even the little. Remember, Derek Harper would.
Absolutely. You don't with Derek.
Yeah, but Derek Harper he wasn't a tough guy. He just was hard nosed. That's a big difference. Like like those guys they had, like the Charles Oakley and Xavier McDaniel and
Anthony Mason would throw down.
Anthony Mason, those were goons.
Send in the goon.
Those were goons. Goons. In the NBA is not like that anymore. It's not like goons anymore. The NBA is just everybody gets a clear path to the rim. If you blow on them, they call foul.
Yeah, I mean that's hey, for basketball, it's good to have it. It's just back then that wouldn't have been. That's just a playoff type of play right there. Back then, you wouldn't even thought about that. I mean, you would have benches would have stopped, but then they would have just gone back and whatever. Now it's like
back in the day, it'd been like the Heat and the Knicks on the sidelines.
Oh, it would have been an actual fight.
I remember when PJ Brown flipped Charlie Ward.
Joey knows all about that.
That's
Lord. I remember when Jeff Van Gundy's on Alonzo Mourning's leg, put on his leg. Man, back in the day, man, the Heat and the Knicks, man, them dudes be out there fighting.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
That was a rivalry. That was like fierce.
Yes,
like the Bulls, they just came in and beat them. They didn't really fight the Pistons. They just put the final nail in their coffin. But the Knicks and the Heat, them jokers be out there. They're wrestling.
Imagine if it was out there. Imagine if it was mid-90s Knicks versus late 80s Pistons.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, those
mercy. What score would be like 70-60?
Absolutely.
Like everybody thrown out. the
bench, rivals,
they're playing 4-on-3 to end the game.
Absolutely. Hey, you got to
the benches are cleared out. Everybody done.
Throwing those Celtic teams.
Oh, they did also.
They all fought.
But the Celtics. But they won't really. The Celtics teams weren't really bullies like that. They just had good players. Like the Pistons, the Pistons had to bully their way to get where they were. They weren't going to finesse nothing, right? The Bulls started finessing until the Bulls got physical when they started winning. But they weren't goons. They just played real good defense. They weren't goons.
I'll kill you.
Tell you then, and then when Jordan left and 95 and 96, man, them guys, oh lordy, them guys, there was some fightings out there fighting.
Yes, they were.
They were fighting out them jokers, boy. That's when dudes, you say something to dudes, punch you in your face. Now these dudes be rapping together and dancing and crap together.
Yes,
I don't know.
Yes, they do.
It's good for basketball. You know what I'm saying? It's good. I mean, I think one of the main reasons it's good for basketball because majority of basketball players are African Americans. You don't want to see those guys out there fighting.
I understand.
So they talk bad, but bad enough about us as it is. So they give them another reason to talk bad about black people.
I hear you.
You know, hockey guys can fight all the time. It's all good for hockey though. They fight.
Oh yeah,
they fighting out here. They're fighting out here.
Right.
Some black dudes there for NBA. Oh, lock them all up. Lock them up.
Malice at the Palace.
I know, right? They want to come on the court and challenge a dude that's 6'11", built like a house. You will get in his face. No, thank you.
I saw the documentary, and the guy was like up there, like he was actually he was old school fighting.
Jermaine O'Neal had to pause for a second. He was like,
he had a mustache.
Like what? Anyway, yeah.
Did you see Jimmy Butler try to push Jokic? He tried to, and that didn't even move him at all.
Jimmy Butler need to go ahead and do his commercials, man. Look, just trying to fight, man.
That's not going to be.
Stop trying, y'all. You guys need to stop trying to fight, man. Just play ball, man.
Yeah,
you have some disagreements and you have stuff happening, but man, don't be trying to fight for what?
Yeah, I'm with you.
The Ravens gonna lose tonight, bro.
Oh, jeez.
They bet not.
Because the Dolphins gonna drive on them. It's crazy. Score 6-3. Two out here dropping dimes. I'm like, two dropping dimes. Why didn't you start from the start? You know, that's stupid. Goodness. If y'all here dropping dimes, then why didn't you start them?
Right.
Oh, he's dropping.
Dropping dimes
out here, man.
Yeah, he got him there.
Dropping dimes like Joe.
Yeah, like he got 2 dimes, like one on this arm, one on this arm.
I see. New Jack City, baby.
I see.
New Jack City.
All right, let's get into some fantasy talk. Joey, how'd you do last week?
Another above average week. I went 4-3 in my leagues. I know our family and friends league, it's about to get ugly for me. It's about to get ugly. I don't have quarterbacks. I don't have running backs.
Quarterbacks?
It's quarterback. I don't know. It's getting rough, and it's probably the beginning of the end for me to contend in CJ Square family and friends.
You're throwing in the towel.
I might be throwing it in. I might be getting there.
Oh, goodness.
I'm definitely getting there.
JB, what about you?
Man, my first week I was under 500 for the first time, and took week 9 for me to get there. But here it was, sitting at 2-4. Well, thought I was gonna go 0-6, but I happened to just pull 2 out. I mean, I can't even sit here and tell you how the ways that I lost, but I lost 2-4, 6 leagues. I'm still in playoff position. Still got 5 weeks until the playoffs start. So I'm confident that I can make them. I can make it 5 out of 6 at least. I know 2 of them I'm locked up here. I mean, I'm 8-1 in 2 leagues. I mean, I'm a lock, right? I mean, even if I lose the next 5 games in a row, I'm still gonna make the playoffs. So. And so I 2-4 last week. Hopefully I can change it this week. What about you?
Yeah, so I actually had a pretty good week. The only one I lost was the league. Another one that came down to the end. I was up by like 10, 11 points. And I thought I was sitting pretty, and then Mooney scores a touchdown, and then I lost by like about 2 points. So
you scored 2 touchdowns.
Josh Allen killed me a little bit this week. Well, the Bills killed me in multiple ways this week. So
the Bills killed everybody. The Bills ended everybody's survivor pools.
Hey.
That's why franchise doesn't want to come on. That's why Buttons don't want to come on here.
Poor Flatty. Poor Flatty.
He don't want to come on here. Oh, that's like. And we were talking earlier. Joey kept saying, "Don't worry, they'll pull it out. They're not going to lose."
Look, America. Whenever you heard Joey say, "Don't worry," worry. I'm telling you, just go ahead. Signal. Just be like, just call it the kiss of death. All right, just call it what it is. If Joey says, "Oh, don't worry," don't worry. They go, oh. It's let's just say this. It's a wrap. It's over. How did Vince Carter do it, Joey?
It's over. Yeah, he kept assuring me they will not lose to Jacksonville, and I'm like, all right, Joey, I trust you.
He must didn't know that Josh Allen was playing.
Oh yeah, my goodness.
That's what Bomani Jones said.
Oh yeah.
I didn't even watch Bomani Jones, but I just he must didn't know because Josh Allen was balling.
Yeah, so other than that, it was all right. But yeah, I who would have thought you lose on Survivor to freaking Jacksonville?
To Jacksonville, right.
Jeez. There were a 14, 15.
What happens, man? It's always, think about this. I have lost, like I was in this really big pool with like 5,000 people in it. Oh. And guess who took me out both times for my 2 spots? The Jets. The Jets took me out twice against the Titans and against the Bengals. All right. And man, it happens. Most people have bet against the Jets took them out or the Jags.
Yeah.
And last week, a lot of folks lost on the Broncos because the Cowboys didn't show up to play.
Yeah, sure. That's another one.
They're still in bye week.
You say, Chris, another one.
Well, and the Saints lost also. So that was.
Oh man, the Saints ain't got no quarterback.
Yeah, but I think in our league, what, three people picked?
Yeah, listen, the Saints ain't got no quarterback. The Saints ain't got no receivers. The Saints ain't got no tight end.
Last Sunday did not go well.
That was a bad Sunday. I'm hoping this Sunday goes much better. But the way if the Dolphins beat the Ravens tonight, then Lord have mercy, do a flag in the end zone. It's about to be Lord have mercy.
Did anybody pick the Ravens?
Yep. Like 2 people picked them.
I was thinking about it, so good thing.
Yeah. I almost did too.
Why didn't you went ahead and did it? What happened?
Nah.
I almost did too.
Yeah.
I can put them on there for you now.
You're like, hold on, I'll let that slide. A little late entry.
Woo, yes. Yes.
All right, so JB, who was your fantasy surprise this week?
My surprise, I mean, of course, Josh Johnson came in last Thursday, threw for like 303 touchdowns. Him and Elijah Moore, like, wow, where'd that come from? But I gotta go. Those guys probably nobody started unless you're in a really deep league for Elijah Moore. Maybe nobody started Josh Johnson. He was the backup, but a lot of folks probably started James Conner. And James Conner had a really good game. He was the number 2 running back in our league. There was always a good measure because that the half-point PPR and half carry league is pretty decent league to judge a running back's worth. And he was number 2 behind that big game by JT. So James Conner came out of nowhere and had a great game. And Elijah Moore, I think he was wide receiver number 1 or 2 last week.
Oh, was he?
Joey,
yeah, he had 100 yards and I think he had maybe 102 touchdowns.
Well, yeah, that's who I actually have. I'll go ahead because I actually have. That's who my surprise is. He ended up having, let me see, he had 7 catches, which is a ton.
Yeah.
2 touchdowns and 84 yards.
Yeah. Okay. 80 yards. Yeah.
So yeah, that's still. I mean, that's for Elijah Moore. He was a guy who was hyped super early. Everybody, he was getting drafted, then let go because it was like, oh well, Zach Wilson. But even other guys on the Jets were doing more. Crowder was doing more. Davis was doing more. So it wasn't like he just wasn't getting the shots. I mean, he just and then finally broke out. So, but yeah.
I mean, we were talking about that at the beginning when we did our draft special. We was, which more did you want, Elijah or?
I think did we all pick Elijah?
No, that was Joey. No, yeah, me and you picked Elijah. Joey was on the Rondale Moore train.
That's right. All right, Joe, who's your surprise?
Well, Chris and JB, I will say that I'm not going to say that I'm surprised at how awful the Cowboys offense was. For any of their fantasy players. So I will go with because he is a quarterback and JB is crapping on the Saints quarterbacks. Trevor Siemian did, after having a stinker of a first half, ended very strong. He did beat his projection, ended up getting 250 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. He was a top 15 quarterback. So maybe a little bit better if he was top 10, but his second half was wonderful. He had a great second. I hear you, JB. He had a great second half. So I am surprised by Trevor Siemian.
All right, JB, who you got as your bust?
Okay, so normally we would say your fantasy bust would be someone who actually played, but not this week. My fantasy bust continues to be that bad man from Green Bay. Thank you once again, Aaron Rodgers, for crapping on my fantasy team in my NFL league. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
That's what
Cannot believe it. Well, I'm still going back to the well. Hopefully, one of these weeks I can say, Aaron Rodgers, you are my fantasy surprise. I need you to step up these next 5 weeks to come back and just not be an activist, but be an athlete and be the athlete you can be.
Please.
Feed Adams, feed Jones, and let's get our red zone efficiency up for the rest of the year. Thank you very much.
Oh boy.
Joey, who you got?
My fantasy bust, it's not.
Damn way.
I'm
sorry.
What just happened?
The Dolphins do a screen to a lineman. He almost scored a touchdown.
Oh,
Oh, he was eligible, or was it like tipped?
I don't know. We'll see.
Okay. That's
I think he may have been. Oh, he scored too. And then he scored the ball over the goal line. Tua.
Wow. Okay.
That's one of those things don't help nobody.
For the week, and he's definitely I believe we have discussed him as a bust for the entire season. It's not necessarily his fault. We are definitely seeing who Sam Darnold is. Okay. And that's the reason why DJ Moore continues to be a fantasy bust. It's been, I don't know when he's broken 100 yards. I don't know when last time he scored a touchdown, but this guy came into the season as a clear number one of the top receivers in the league. I think in an offense with a quarterback who is capable of stretching the field, you would see DJ Moore putting up maybe 90 to 95 catches, 1,400 yards, 10 to 12 touchdowns. That is not happening this year. It's not his fault. Sam Darnold is on his way to being a career backup, which is fine. It's a wonderful job. It's a wonderful job. He is on his way to being a career backup because he just is. He is not who we thought he was going to be.
FYI, it was an illegal touch. The screen was meant for Myles Gaskin.
Got you. Okay. And there was no tip.
No tip. Nope. So he had his third and goal, and it did. Yeah.
Okay. DJ Moore bust, Chris.
Ooh, yeah, I'm gonna go. There was a couple ones. Tyreek Hill, Aaron Jones were both bust. So I'm gonna go. And actually, it's just a lot of Dallas right here. Or you could name any of their guys. I'm gonna go CD Lamb at 2 catches for 23 yards. That is not good, especially for a guy who everyone was talking about. Could have the potential to be a top 6-7 guy in the end of the year. And I still think he does. They just look flat this whole game. So all their weapons, Cooper, Pollard, Zeke, Dak, I don't think any of them put up fantasy numbers. So I'm just singling out him. But, I think that you could pick anyone on that offense this week.
You definitely can.
I don't know if anyone did anything. Cedric Wilson didn't do much. So he caught 2 passes for 20.
Malik Turner had 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah. What is that? 2 touchdowns. He was a top 10 receiver.
What did Amari Cooper do?
2 for 37.
Yeah, so not a whole lot better. So yeah. I think that they're gonna have a bounce back game, you would think, but
yeah, you would think.
Hopefully they don't revert back to the old Cowboys.
Yeah.
All right, Joey, you want to get us into some of the pick'ems here?
Millions, get your paper and your writing utensil ready. It's time to make some money.
Money.
And let me remind the millions. Scared money. Don't make money.
Scared money don't make money, man. I'm telling you, it don't.
Let me remind them. So let's go first to what team do you all have pulling a straight up upsets? Whether it's college, whether it's the pro game. Where you going here, JB?
I'm actually going to a college game for my
Come
upset.
On,
yeah, I'm going to a college game this week for upset. I actually like Minnesota to go into Iowa and pull off an upset and beat them straight up.
Ooh, Minnesota.
Right? These Big Ten games, man, you never know. Both of those big in Minnesota, man, they got a decent squad. They not getting much hype, but they're not no slouches. And Iowa known to go get their butts whooped. So, and I was at home, Iowa don't mean nothing for them. They go home and just do nothing. So I got Minnesota going in there and pulling off the upset.
Okay. Where you going here, Chris?
Yeah, so I'm feeling a little bit of pressure because before I hadn't hit any. Now I'm struggling a little bit. I'm gonna go Washington Huskies beating Arizona State at home, even though they're a 6-point favorite. I think Washington stays in games. So
Arizona's the favorite at home.
Arizona State's favorite, Arizona right? State is Arizona State home?
Oh, the Sun Devils.
Arizona State is not home though, right? Isn't Washington?
You win.
I'll check it real quick. Hold on.
Yeah, Washington is a home dog.
Home dog. Oh yeah, like a home dog.
A 6-point home dog. So yeah. So I don't know if they can necessarily win. That seems like a lot of points to be given up to. And Washington has stayed close with
Oregon.
They stayed close with Oregon. They're looking like a little bit better team. So I just think that's just a lot of points. So maybe they can get something going. So give me Washington home dog against Arizona State.
Home dog is always a good dog.
Well,
we got Joey. We got Grand Park Middle favorite against against Ripon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go a 3:30 matchup going down to Blacksburg, where they don't jump around to enter the Sandman like they used to. The Duke Blue Devils, a basketball team, a basketball school, will be coming to Blacksburg on Saturday. And let's just say Blacksburg, the product that they're putting on the field, I don't think is anything that Hokie fans are excited about in any way. Duke is an 11.5 point dog. They're going to straight up win this game in Blacksburg on Saturday. This will break the back of the Virginia Tech athletic department, and they will have an emergency meeting to find a new coach immediately.
Dude, always going to end of the world level stuff. They're gonna clean house after the game. Okay.
After that, instantly, just get out of here.
They will be cleaning house.
AD just walked down in there.
So I wonder if anybody's gonna take that in the points. Yeah, we'll see.
All right, let's move on to our biggest lock for this weekend. Chris, where you going here?
So I think Missouri is a 1-point favorite against South Carolina, and I just don't think it's going to be close. I think they roll, and so give me Missouri here.
Wow, South Carolina just beat the brakes off Florida. So you saying after that Florida beat down, South Carolina is going to just lay down for them? Okay.
Yeah, that's another little trap game. Even though Missouri, who did Missouri get rolled by? Georgia?
They always get rolled by somebody.
They didn't cover. Missouri got beat 43-6 and Georgia didn't cover because it was like a 39-point favorite. See, so they're going in with a moral victory. Missouri is right here, head held high, and they're gonna squeak it out against South Carolina in the 1 point.
Where you going, JB?
I'm going to the pro game. I'm going. My biggest lock of the week is the Steelers. Steelers are playing better. Their defense is playing a little better. And they got the Lions coming in. And if the Steelers have to win to keep up, to make sure they can get into the playoffs.
Playoffs?
That's why I paused for you to say that. His son got hired to coach UConn.
Oh, I saw that.
He must be desperate.
Man, that's the worst job.
Must be crazy.
That might be the worst job.
I gotta get out of this house.
Yeah. Oh goodness. So yeah, I got the Steelers.
Stir crazy.
I got the Steelers beating the Lions. The Lions made backdoor cover, but I think the Steelers is going. Jared Goff he's horrible.
Yes, he is.
He's ball. Golly, this guy was a first round draft pick. Oh my goodness, he was a first round draft pick, and I think the Dolphins just scored a touchdown off a fumble. I think I don't know. It could be.
Oh boy. Baltimore wants to lead.
All it's going to do is just leave the door open for Lamar Jackson to do one of his miracle jobs.
Yeah, really.
But see, it was a catch. Did he catch it? See, 1,
Fumble.
2, 3. Yeah, it's a fumble. Oh, yeah, it's definitely a fumble.
Fumble.
It's definitely a fumble.
He got to go take a dump first. Remember, he ran off that one.
Yeah, against Cleveland last year.
He's like,
yeah, Sammy Watkins caught this. He caught it, took a couple steps, fumbled. The guy who forced the fumble picked it up and ran it in for a touchdown. Xavier Howard.
Goodness. Well, for this Saturday, my biggest lock, I will be going to the AAC, and I will be taking the Houston Cougars, who are going to be going to the city of brotherly love. I hear that it may be a possible Ben Simmons Day on the campus of Temple University.
Lion.
I don't know. But I do know that
Mark Macon Day.
It might be.
Eddie Jones Day.
Eddie Jones Day. Maybe. So Houston is Aaron
McKee Day? Aaron
McKee. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. But Houston is a 25-point favorite.
Yeah,
and I will
be laying down for people, man. You taking 25 and you taking the points? The points too?
Temple is the second worst offense in the league. They've scored the second least amount of points in the AAC, and their defense has allowed the second most points in the AAC. Houston is going to roll them.
I'll tell you what, they better not kick the ball off.
You're right about that. I think
punt. That dude, he will return a punt or kick off for a touchdown. That's what you call a bad beat.
Maybe
because I lost that one because of that.
Right.
Throw it to him.
All right, let's go to our last one. Winner versus the spread. Have I got something going here? Where you going here, JB?
Against the spread, let me see. I think CB just sent me a text. Yeah, I know. He sent me a text, same thing I told you guys. I'm going to a team that has, when they have played teams in the top 3 or top 5, they have upset them both times.
Okay.
Ohio State is on upset alert. Purdue is a team, had been a giant killer. Ohio State is favored by 20 points.
Okay.
They were favored by almost the same number of points against Nebraska. Against decent teams, Ohio State has not covered the spread. So I have Purdue covering the spread of 20 points. Easy peasy.
Okay. Chris?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with a team who beat the Ohio State. I'm gonna go with Oregon. They're a 13-point favorite, 13.5. And I think they crush them against Washington State. Oregon still needs, like we talked about, beauty contests. I still think any team right now in the top still got to roll, because teams like Alabama. Who's Alabama playing this week? Like Mercer or somebody?
New Mexico State.
Hey, New Mexico.
Yeah. So
the spread is 51. You taking them points, Joey?
I looked at it.
Joey loves big favorites.
I looked at it.
Big spread.
Yeah. So teams like, we talked about a beauty contest up top. Because Oklahoma. Georgia's been rolling every week. So to keep up, you got to start. You don't want to get bounced just because you can't put up, blow teams out. So I think all those teams want to win big now. So
winning big is not going to help some teams. They got to have other teams lose.
Yeah, but I would
Cincinnati.
Still think Cincinnati's kind of be looking like the team out right now, because
if Oregon happens to lose a game, pretty much. Oregon has to win out. If Oregon wins out, they're probably going to get in.
Yeah, I would say
Georgia is the only team in the top 4 that I believe can afford a loss and still get in.
Yeah.
Let's say Georgia lost to Alabama in the SEC championship. Georgia still get in.
Yeah, I think
right?
they're almost
They'll still get in, right? Yeah. But Alabama loses again. I don't know if they're getting in.
No,
Possible.
because
2 losses.
And I don't think
that's what I'm
two
saying, right?
So.
Alabama lose again, they're probably going to be out. And Ohio State lose, they're going to be out, right? The only problem is for Cincinnati is Ohio State could lose to Michigan or Michigan State, which could propel them over Oregon, over Cincinnati again. So their best bet is Oregon losing, Alabama losing again. So it's and Oklahoma, man. If they can beat Baylor handily this weekend, they may step up. I mean, they still number 8. It's crazy. Michigan State lost and still is above Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see how Oklahoma has it. It's in their own hands, though, right? I mean, if they go undefeated, they're in.
Yeah, because they're going to end up beating Baylor. Baylor's in the top 12. Oklahoma State's in the top 12. And then they had to beat one of those teams again because how they do their conference, the top 2 play in the championship game.
I mean, I would say right now, it's in the hands of everybody, right, except for Cincinnati.
Yeah, Cincinnati they got to win out. It don't matter. I mean, Cincinnati, for them, the beauty contest is over. It don't matter. They can win by 100 or they can win by 3. They're going to still be doing what Joey said. What are they doing? Over the fence. Looking through the peephole. Like, they're going to be looking through the hole.
They
like,
want to get into the dance.
What they doing in there? What they got going on? So, yeah. So, all right. All right. That's good stuff.
Who you got,
Joe? Where are you going here, Chris?
I
went Oregon. Yeah, Oregon.
He went Oregon. Yeah, he went Oregon. Covering. All right. Yeah, go ahead, Joey. Tell us your big surprise. Surprise us.
What if I told the both of you, as well as the millions, that Georgia may be in trouble?
Wait, to lose or to cover?
I will not say lose, but let me just say this. The game is in Knoxville. The Tennessee Volunteer offense does put up 40 points per game. This is going to be a closer game than what we think. Georgia will not cover.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, I think that they're almost a 3 underdog, right? Or 3-point favorite, 3 touchdown favorite. My bad. Yeah,
they are 3 touchdown favorites.
They lost one of their best players, though.
They did lose one of their best players on T. Martin Day. I think Tennessee is
going Pickens Day.
Tennessee is going to give a little scare to the Bulldogs of Georgia.
Okay. So Tennessee will cover the spread.
Tennessee will cover.
Okay.
None of us went off the wall, did we?
So what?
Did any of us go off the wall?
I mean, I don't.
My upset is always off the wall.
Off the wall. I mean,
I'm looking for a double-digit off the wall upset every week.
Yeah. I didn't really go off the reservation too much on this time.
We leave that up to Joey.
Yeah.
I will take that for y'all. All right. Well, that's our picks for this week. Millions, get your money. And remember.
Yeah. Get money, don't make money.
There
you go. It don't. Y'all know that. Y'all know that. You got your money in the stock market. You got your 403B. You know that. All right. Hey, you know, scared money don't make money. Let's just put it out there. All right. So we got our college picks. C-double, hot one. If you're listening, if you're out there somewhere in America, hot. I know you went to the game tonight. Hope you had a good time. C-double, I know you somewhere probably eating a good sandwich or doing something. Send me your picks in at some time tonight or tomorrow morning. Buttons already sent me his picks. He sent me a video. I can't pull it up, Buttons. I'm sorry. You gotta check your format next time, bro.
Buttons is bad.
Yeah, but we all know, Buttons. We all know that what you about. So we got our picks here. I'm gonna go ahead and do our picks with the original cast of C J squared.
Yeah.
And first game of the week, we got Michigan versus Penn State. It was a line change that morning. I looked at it. It was even, and by the afternoon, it was 1.5 points. So that's the only one I had to make a change on. The biggest line change, pretty much. And I went with Penn State because they're at home. Joey, who you got?
Oh boy, I really respect the fact that Franklin has put his young men on that field ready to play every week. And this should be his last year because he needs to go to California, Southern California particularly. But I see Michigan winning this game straight up. I will take Michigan.
I'm going Penn State here. I think yeah, I just feel like as dogs, I mean, I don't know. I'll go Penn State here.
I'm with you, Chris. Like I said, I think Michigan may be a little bit. Michigan, like I said, like to run the ball, right? They did come and pass the ball against that one team that I said they won't pass the ball against. So
they still against Sparty.
Oh yeah, but Sparty also ran the ball down their throat.
Yes, they did.
So, all right, our next game. Oh man, I gotta open this up another way. Hold on 1 second. Let me open this up on my desktop so it don't keep doing this. It keeps wanting to automatically put stuff in there. All right, so we got my man Chris has Michigan. Yeah, that's better. Chris has Penn State.
I got Penn State, Joey.
Yeah, you got Penn State, and Joey got Michigan. All right, so the next game we got on the tap, we got a really important Big 12 matchup. We got Oklahoma versus Baylor. Who you got, Chris?
This one's a close one.
Baylor getting 5.5.
I feel like Oklahoma is on a little bit of a roll right now. Give me Oklahoma.
Okay. Joey, who you got?
It's weird playing in Waco.
Waco is weird.
There is just a stench of weirdness in that town.
The whole town's weird.
Oklahoma has destroyed me the entire year. Caleb Williams is playing out of his mind. I'm going to continue to ride the arm and legs of Caleb Williams, and Oklahoma will cover.
Okay. I went Baylor. All these games, these big 12 games that have been played, like with Oklahoma and Baylor. These guys in Iowa State, they be playing close to the best. They play real tight games. The only one team in that conference that always gives it away, like a cheap floozy, that's Texas. Everybody else, they play to the end. Texas will lay down for you. Yeah. You play at Texas, you at the end, they be like, oh Lord. They just they throw their hands back. They lay down. Everybody else stays in the fight. So I think it's gonna be a tight game. And I think Baylor, they may not win, but I think it's gonna be probably a field goal game. So I got Baylor in the points. All right, next we got Auburn. Oh my goodness, Auburn versus Mississippi State. Cool. Man, Baltimore had a chance just now. They sacked Tua, he fumbled, the guy tried to cover it, and the Dolphins lineman jumped on top of it. Crazy. Oh, all right. So we got Auburn versus Mississippi State. Mississippi State is a home dog getting 5.5. Give me the home dog and 5.5 in the SEC. Auburn has been good, but they also have been bad. So I'm going with the home team. Who you got, Joey?
This is Auburn is home, correct?
No, Mississippi State's at home with the Bell Cows.
No, Auburn's home.
Auburn's home.
I got it backwards. Okay, but anyway, all right.
I
thought Mississippi State's at home. It don't matter. Yeah, you're right.
I'm still
going Mississippi State.
Oh boy, this is real tight here. Real tight.
They had Jordan Harris Stadium. I wanted to let the Eagle out.
They better let that Eagle out.
It's always one of the best scenes of college football.
Yes,
the Eagle come flying across the Even though like they're the Auburn Tigers and they go by War Eagles, I never will understand that. But hey, it's still cool.
Give me the War Eagles to cover.
Yeah, I'm with Joey here. I think they're a team I can't really get a read on all year. I mean, they're
weird.
Yeah, they're weird. They beat Ole Miss, lose to Texas A&M, and maybe they're just losing the teams that they probably should. Maybe they're just right under that. I mean, they lost to Penn State, Georgia, and Texas A&M, so maybe they're really just right under kind of that group.
Maybe they are.
Teams. So I would say if that's the case, they're better than Mississippi State then, and they beat the teams who they should beat. So I'm going to go Auburn then.
All righty. All right. Next we got Central Florida versus the Pony Express. Who you got, Chris?
Oh boy.
Pony Express is laying 7.
Yeah. So UCF's in my conference, and they've been killing me all year, and I think it continues. I go SMU.
All right. Oh, I didn't mean to put it on that one. Oh, I did.
I really missed.
All right, who you got, Joe?
I will also take the Pony Express to cover. They are home. They should have no issues.
I got SMU as well. All right, so then we got ECU versus going into Memphis. Buttons had a little thing that ECU dominates Memphis. Give me Memphis.
You're not sold on his research, huh?
No, I'm not. All right, who you got, Joey?
Give me Memphis.
He's not sold on his research either. Yeah, I'm going to ECU here. Buttons got me. Now I have written down ECU, so let's see.
Okay, all right. So the next one we got Purdue versus Ohio State. Ohio State's a home favorite, given 20 points. Who you got, Chris?
So I picked Ohio State 2 weeks ago against Penn State, and they let me down. And then I bet on Nebraska last week. So again, I can't figure Ohio State out. But really, they haven't covered in the last 2 weeks. So that means I should be going Purdue here, but I'm not. I'm going to go Ohio State.
Okay. All right. See, you didn't even say the at the beginning. See.
I mean, that's more.
Yeah, it's too late. It's too late. You can't go back. All right, Joey, who you got?
All they need to do is hand it off to the stud fab freshman in the backfield from Virginia, Travion Henderson.
Running teams haven't done too well versus Purdue. Did they upset Wisconsin, Iowa? Oh, Michigan State. They upset Michigan State and Iowa, right?
Yeah.
They upset Michigan State.
And Iowa, yeah.
The Ohio State University will win, but will not cover. They will win by 19. So
give you Purdue?
Give me Purdue.
The old win, but not cover.
They will not cover.
Yeah, I said Purdue. I already said they would cover earlier. That was one of my picks for the week.
Yeah.
I think Ohio State. I mean, Nebraska is horrible. Nebraska's 3-7, and Nebraska put up a fight and gave Ohio to the game, and it's gonna be a game. They are going to give them a game. They may even shock the world. I doubt it, but it's possible. It's possible. All right. So
Nebraska has lost the most one-score games in the last 2 years.
Oh wow.
So is that come down to what, coaching or
coach? I mean, it's a little bit of coaching and who you got in at quarterback, and those two things contribute to stuff like that.
I mean, I think quarterback. I think Martinez is way too much of a gunslinger and gets them in a position where he makes a lot of boneheaded throws and what the heck type of throws.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. The Dolphins had them pushed back, and they got a penalty for roughing the passer for the guy landed on Lamar. Okay. All right. So next game, we got Louisiana. Probably one of my best picks that I made in my conference, because my conference is really falling to crap. But this team has actually won like 8 in a row. They're at Troy. I do think they're going to win, but there's a trend with them. At home, they blow your brakes out. On the road, they win by 3 or less. But at home, they blow you out. I mean, they even put the hammer on Appalachian State at home, beat them 44 to something. But on the road, not so much. So give me Troy and the 7 points here. Who you got, Joey?
Give me the Raging Cajuns.
Oh, Raging Cajuns. Give me the. I'm with JB. Give me Troy here. And they might as well lose while they're at
it. All righty. All right. Next up, we got Texas A&M, and we have Ole Miss.
It's a big one.
Who you got? Yeah, this is a really big one, because Texas A&M still has an outside shot of making it to the SEC championship, and the only way they're going to do that is they got to win out, and Alabama has to lose a game. Lose another game, I should say. So who you got, Chris?
Yeah, to me, this one's a pick 'em. So and Ole Miss is home, right?
And they're getting 2.5.
And they're getting 2.5. So home dog here. I'm gonna go with the home dog here and go Ole Miss.
All right. Joey, who you got?
When Lane Kiffin steps onto that field on Sunday, he's going to look across the field at Jimbo Fisher, and I'm sure he's going to be thinking the entire time, that guy is not better than me. I am so much better than him. I recruit better than him. I look better than him. Everything about me is just better than him. But for some reason, they won't allow me into the same places where they allow Jimbo Fisher. So he's got something to prove Saturday night at 7:00. Give me the Rebels.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm with you as well. I think the Rebels gonna win at home.
What did Buttons go there? Because he loves.
No, he went Texas A&M.
Oh,
yeah. All right, Notre Dame versus UVA. Notre Dame has pretty much handled all their ACC opponents. And so what?
As they always do.
Not always.
Except Clemson.
Yeah. So give me Notre Dame, even though this is probably going to be sort of a mini shootout. Virginia can't really stop nobody. I mean, BYU put 70 on them. Notre Dame they don't play at the BYU pace, but they'll score 35 to 40 points. And I think they'll beat UVA by maybe 2 touchdowns or 10 points. So give me Notre Dame. Who you got, Joey?
UVA slings that thing all across that dang field. They sling it. Notre Dame, do they still have an outside chance of possibly sneaking into the dance?
I would say a massive amount.
No, they can't. They can't. As long as Cincinnati is sitting there looking in like this, Notre Dame is back there in the car. Hey, what you doing?
They are back.
Yeah, one loss. Yeah, I mean they've got to have a whole bunch of teams lose. I mean they're gonna be. They just need a lot to happen. Like
and unfortunately,
Ohio State's got to lose, and Oklahoma's got to lose, and Cincinnati's got to lose.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Notre Dame still is looking for a shot to play on a New Year's Day bowl, as they typically do.
New Year's Day bowl? That's a lock.
As they typically do. Brian Kelly is also one of those coaches that knows he's not allowed in the other room where the champion coaches are in there eating.
Every time he goes there, they kick him out.
They definitely do. He actually, the old classic, get thrown through the double doors, in the old saloon. He gets thrown back out of there.
Thrown out of there.
What's this guy doing here?
Yeah, he gets thrown out, no doubt.
You don't belong in here.
Yeah, exactly.
He will continue to win and have a great program. This is just a great program that does not win championships. I will take Notre Dame. They will cover.
All right, Chris.
I'm keeping it in state. I'm going UVA here.
Oh, okay, UVA. Nice. UVA. Man, they left Mark Andrews wide open. I mean, he was so open, it's ridiculous. All right. So yes, now it's 10-15. So
okay, how much time left?
4 minutes left.
4 minutes left, yeah.
Okay. It was wide open. Like, who is that? They looked around like, who is covering him? He was absolutely wide open.
Yeah.
Wow, dude just stopped. All right. Up next, we got a really big matchup. Did you know that even though North Carolina beat Wake Forest, that game did not count on the ACC in the ACC standings? Did you know that? So Wake Forest still remains undefeated in the ACC.
Is there?
You probably didn't realize that, did you?
Why is that? Why was
I didn't. It was some reason the way they scheduled it, but yep, if you can look it up, Wake Forest is still 5-0 in the ACC conference. Believe it or not, craziness going on right now. So we got North Carolina State versus Wake Forest. Expect a lot of fire. Expect a lot of fireworks. Wake Forest puts up numbers, and I think even though NC State plays good defense, it will not matter. Wake Forest at home, they're going to put up numbers. I think they'll win by a touchdown, and I got Wake Forest.
This is a huge game.
It is.
This is a huge game.
Yeah, top two teams in the conference here going for it. Yeah, I'm going Wake.
Okay, you're gonna skip Joy, but that's okay.
Oh, I didn't know you were going. You were staying that way.
All right, you got Wake. Who you got, Joey?
I will also take the Demon Deacons. They played in a very emotional loss last week, but they recover and continue on their road to the ACC championship game.
Man, I'm just always, whenever Wake Forest does anything, I'm always impressed with their school and their low enrollment, and it's impressive, right? It's crazy. I love to see Wake Forest putting in work in college football. I like it when Duke does for college football work too. This year, not so much, but sometimes Duke has a good team. All right. So up next, we have a big Mountain West matchup. We got Nevada versus San Diego State.
Yeah, this is a big matchup here.
Yes, big matchup. All right. Go ahead, Chris. Who do you have here?
Let me see. What's the standings there? Let me see.
All right, hold on. Let me look it up for you. Let's see. The standings.
Ooh, this is big game.
So let's see. Standings in that's the Mountain West.
Yeah, they're both 4-1.
Mountain West, they're both in the West, and they're both 4-1. So this is a really big. And the other side, wow, the other side, I don't know what's going on over there. Like all the good teams on this side, you got San Diego State, Nevada, and Fresno beating up on each other, and Utah State sitting there, 4-1 as well. Utah State is 7-2 as well. All right, quickly, give me a famous Utah State player. You should know him. I tell you, Bobby Wagner. Bobby Wagner.
Oh, isn't Jordan Love Utah State?
I think he is.
Is he? I thought Jordan Love was maybe he is. He could be. I didn't know. I thought he was but he ain't really a big time player yet. So Miami hit a play just now for about 70 yards. They're down to the Baltimore 10-yard line, 5-yard line.
Oh, geez. Let me see.
Ravens lose. That's good. I mean, that's two folks gone. They gone.
Yeah, Jordan Love is Utah State.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. See. All right, but he ain't really putting in work. He don't count.
He's no Bobby Wagner yet.
No, he's no Bobby Wagner. Bobby Wagner's a Hall of Famer, first ballot.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. So I'm up. Give me Nevada.
Ooh, Nevada. Carson Strong, future NFL draft pick.
Oh boy, this is a tough one.
Tough one? That's what Button said. Button said this is one of the toughest ones he had to pick. He always says stuff like that. Oh, it's one of the toughest ones I have to pick this week.
Give me
Mountain West puts out quarterbacks, don't they? Jeez.
Yeah.
Yes, they do. Give me those Aztecs.
No, San Diego State. Yeah, I got San Diego State too. The one thing about San Diego State that I noticed, they're at home, one, and plus they have a pretty they have a pretty nasty D, right? Defense is pretty tough. And so it should give Nevada some issues, but so I take the home. All right, last but not least,
gives up 16 points a game.
Yeah, last but not least, definitely last but not least, we got one of the used to be like the matchup of the season in college football. It was one time in history where these two played. It pretty much had ramifications all across the college football landscape because the winner of this game normally played for the national title back in the day. Yeah, right. But nowadays they both. I'm hoping that one day they get back all that they had and are competitive because I miss them being competitive. I miss Florida State and Miami being on the national stage because all those players come from Miami and Florida that are good. Come from Miami and come from the state of Florida. But so in this case, though, I think the Hurricanes, even though they started off the year rough, they've been playing some good ball lately. That guy they got back there, Van Dyke, man, he's a baller. Yeah. I don't know if he's a sophomore, but he got a bright future, man. He's like a future star in the ACC.
Right.
So give me the Hurricanes covering the spread and beating the Seminoles. Who you got, Joey?
Oh, I was gonna go. Well, it's like no. Wait your turn, dude.
Oh boy, Florida State started off that. Both of these teams have started off rough. Lately, Florida State has been playing much. They've been playing much better. They've been competitive. They're at home. Miami's been. Oh. Give me Florida State.
Oh.
FSU.
I'm gonna go. This is a close one here. I would say I'm gonna go Miami.
Oh, Miami.
Yeah, this one's.
I know you might be on the out on this one, Joey, because I know Roddy's going Miami. I don't know what C-Double gonna do, but Hot is definitely going Miami because that's his squad. All right, so everybody. So that is our picks for week 10. Just to give you a real quick, hold on, let me see, I got the right one. This the college football. Nope, that's the wrong one. When they give you guys an idea of how we're doing. College picks totals for the year. So right now, I'm sitting at 45.8%. I'm gonna do the math here in a second and see how I've been since week 1. Joey's sitting at 52.5%. Chris is sitting at 48.3%. C-Double at 45% on the dot. The hot one at 46.9% and Buttons at 45.6%.
A lot of 45.
Yeah. So real quick, let me do the math on mine real quick. So that's I'm looking at my numbers. Let me see what I got here. All right. So let me go B3. All right, and then divide by 108 to see where I would be. Gotta do this quick math for y'all to see what my percentage would be.
Get above that 50%. That's the.
No, I just want to hold on.
50. What's the?
So
the Holy Grail is 57, right?
Crazy. Listen. I want y'all to listen. Just listen, everybody. Since week 1, I have been at 51% on my picks. Not bad. After week 1, I shot the bed week 1. I mean, completely shot the bed. But since then, 51%. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take it. You know, it's not who I am. Who I am is my real record, but you know.
you just started out the gate slow.
Yeah, real slow, man. Real slow, right? Really, really, really slow. So yeah, crazy. So yeah, tonight that's wrapping our show up, everybody. If you have, I know we got more subscribers. If you have some content you would like us to talk about, put it in the comment section. We haven't really been talking about everything that's going on, but we've been doing a lot, right? You haven't seen the Eternals yet? Check it out, right? We got Hawkeye coming out on November 24th, coming to Disney Plus.
Oh boy.
Thanksgiving Day football. Oh man, we got rivalry week coming in college football pretty soon. Ooh, things are getting heated right now. All right, I'm looking forward to all this good stuff going on. Looking at the NBA, watching the Wizards in first place in the East.
That was weird.
When is the last time that we have seen that? Right now, check the NBA standings. The Wizards are number 1 in the East.
I
number
think
1.
Wes Unseld was a starting center.
That far away.
That's crazy. All right. So FYI, I'm probably a little bit behind because I got it on YouTube TV. Miami, first and goal, 2 minutes and 24 seconds left, up by 5. A touchdown here. The Ravens are done. All right.
Oh boy.
All right. All right. Go ahead. Go ahead, Chris. What's some final words for the night?
Yeah. Have you guys seen the Harder They Fall yet? I wanted to hype that movie up. That's with Idris Elba and Jonathan Majors on Netflix.
Oh, okay. Harder They Fall. I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, check it out. It's a Western.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
man, Tua just scored a touchdown. It's over.
Oh, geez, that's over. Yep, yeah, well, check it out. It's gotten good reviews. 86 on Rotten Tomatoes. So yeah, it's Regina King's in it.
Oh, Regina King.
Yeah, so it's a good movie. So yeah, you guys should check it out if you're. It's kind of Tarantino-ish.
Yeah.
Maybe not nearly as violent, but yeah.
How did Ravens go down to Miami and take an L tonight? Jesus Christ.
NFL is tough.
Any given Thursday.
Yeah.
All right, what you got, Joey? I know I got some people. I know some people right now mad. I don't know what, but they mad.
Millions. Shouts out to Dr. David Agus, as well as Dr. Anthony Fauci. I did receive my Moderna booster yesterday, and I am feeling great. I'm feeling protected. You can also protect yourself and the people that you love. If it's good for you, check with your doctor. Check with your doctor and get immunized if you can, so that we can get things back to normal. Thank you, Fauci. Thank you, David Agus.
Hey, CJ Squared, episode 32. That's a wrap, everybody. Have a good one. Remember, scared money don't make money. And if you use our stuff and you lose, remember it was your choice to make that bet. Do not blame us.
Yeah, do not blame us.
Yeah, it's not on us.
If you win,
it's not us, right?
If you win, hype us up.
Yeah, when you hit, then you holler at us. But if you lose, I mean, you can say, hey, JB, that pick you gave me sucked, but don't blame me if you lose money. Okay, just leave it at that. All right, so we're out. Y'all have a good one. See you next week.